Helen, first of all, thank you very much for joining us on FEI TV. We're here today at the beginning of the weekend at Stuttgart for your first round of the Reem Acra FEI World Cup Dressage. First of all, you've chosen to come here as your first round. Why is that?
Yeah, I like Stuttgart. It's a really nice show, and it's a good date even after the championship of the year. Dami could get a rest, even a little longer than normally. And yeah, it's a perfect date to come back in the sport, and not only the date, even the place here, and with the location and the audience, and the horses have good stables and good footing, and yeah, I think we like to come back here.
And of course the crowds love you. You know, it's your home country. Does riding in front of a German crowd, do you have a different feeling in your tummy than you would do in another part of the world?
I cannot say honestly. I really like to ride in Germany, but I have been on so many shows anywhere else, and I really loved it. And yeah, I love to ride in Germany, but I cannot honestly say that just German. And
no. Okay. Of course, you got the team gold medal in Herning in Denmark. Just tell us a little bit about the show in Herning and that weekend.
It was a really great event, and yeah, kind of history for me. I mean, it was just incredible to be there and to be the last rider, and it was not easy that time. And even before we started, we thought it could be possible to win gold again. Yeah, and then it was like far away in between, and I knew I really had to ride much more than I ever get before. And yeah, but I just said all or nothing, and yeah, we just focused on that ride, and I really felt nothing else than just riding. And
that's very, very interesting. So did you obviously went into the arena knowing that it was down to you, but did you ride differently then? Did you ride than you might have done? Is that what you're saying?
Maybe I had a little higher risk than I would have chosen before. Yeah, I said, okay, it could happen, a mistake, I knew that, but I knew as well that I had to give everything.
Yeah.
And so I decided for everything, and maybe to take the risk of a mistake. Yeah.
And when you got to the halt at the end, did you think, I've done enough? You wouldn't have known straight away, but what did you think then?
Yeah, I had to. I had not too many thoughts at that moment. I had a great ride. I had a great feeling, and I was just thankful to Dami that he worked so much with me and helped me and gave everything. Yeah. I even did not think about the team medal. I just was so much, with my, I always say tunnel. I'm like in a tunnel when I'm riding. Sure. And to come out of this again.
I was there.
And yeah, the audience was incredible.
Yeah,
and
was.
Then I saw the Germans jumping and clapping, and I even at that point did not think of the gold medal. And then I came out, and Isabel hit me on my leg, and then I realized that it was enough for the gold medal, and so I was really whoa.
And of course, we've come back indoors for you to defend your title as the world champion in the Reem Acra FEI World Cup. That's as an individual, of course, not as a team. Is that the same pressure or different pressure for you as an individual?
I think it's a little bit different, because as individual you can really decide for yourself how much risk you can take or you want to take. And if you are riding for a team, I think in Herning there was no discussion. I just had to do it. And but in other situations you really have to decide how much risk you can take, or to ride a safe round, or yeah.
Of course, none of us would be here without the horses. And this is now your fourth competitive year since you've had the ride permanently on Damon Hill. How is he at the moment? How is he this weekend?
I think he's perfect. He's so fresh and even a little bit wild yesterday. And I think really happy to come back to the show. He had a long break now after Herning. I always give him a quite long break, I think, after every show, but after the championship he always gets a really long break to keep him motivated and fresh. And yeah, I think he was really happy to come back now, and I think you could see it today in the arena.
The combination, the partnership of Helen and Damon Hill has become obviously very famous in the last 2 or 3 years, but a lot of people around the world will not actually realise that you had a little go on him once before when he was just a 5-year-old, didn't you? Tell us about that.
Yeah, he was at Ingrid Klimke's stable, and I was a student from her. And when he was at the age of 5, Ingrid was sadly injured. And yeah, she asked me if I would try to ride him for the World Championship, and the owners agreed as well. And I could at that moment even not imagine that somebody asked me to try that. And I knew Damien was a brilliant horse, and yeah, I was really a little bit nervous. Yeah, but I really like to try, and yeah, we became world champion for the 5-year-olds, and that was really incredible. And I'm so thankful that I got this chance.
And then 5 years later, when he was a 10-year-old,
yeah,
you became the permanent partnership with him, and of course the rest, as they say, is history to date. But tell me about not just Damon Hill, but about the other horses that you ride as well. We've talked about Herning, which of course was outside, so the crowds are very far away from outside of the arena. We're now back at the Reem Acra series, which is indoors. Does Damon Hill, is he worried about that either way?
As long as there's a lot audience and many people, he's happy. No,
right.
He really does not mind. Even if Stuttgart, I think the audience is still far away. But like Neumünster, the audience is sitting nearly in the arena. And no, he really doesn't mind. It's kind of funny with him, because when I rode in London in the stadium, he just looked around, and I really got the feeling like he took a breath and said, wow, that's a good arena here. And in Herning the same, so he really likes it. The more people, the happier he is.
Now, you talked about giving him a break. What's your routine during the week? Do you ride him every day?
No.
Okay.
Normally 5 times a week. And the other, how the weather is, he goes in the field or going out for a hike or jogging a little bit or anything.
So you take them out for a hack, do you?
Yeah, at the moment it's quite difficult because we changed our place and I have to find new routes. I think it's not quite easy there, but we will make the next year around the field like a race track.
Yeah.
Yeah, not for
like
racing.
Like a training track,
all-weather
track.
Yeah, not for racing,
yeah.
but we always say it in Germany. Like,
sure.
And then just for coming out and that they see something else.
But he gets turned out on the field as well, does he? Yeah.
Yeah, as long as it's possible. When it's too wet and slippy, then we take the paddock.
Is he well behaved when you turn him out, or does he have a kick in the butt?
No, normally he's nice.
He is good.
Yeah,
okay.
Normally he's really quiet and so eating grass.
Yeah. So he's in top form. He's 13 years old, I think it is this year. Is that right? Yeah. He's still as fresh as he was when he was 10 years old, is he?
I think even, now he really knows how to use his body for every movement, and you have the feeling nothing is complicated or for him it's all easy, and he's just playing with the movements, and I always have the feeling it's just fun. When he comes into the arena, it's just like, okay.
I can see just by talking to you, and I've seen you at some of the championships. I was covering Herning when you were there. You thoroughly enjoy riding him, don't you? It's just you just love doing it.
Absolutely, I think there can't be something better.
Yeah, fantastic. And young horses coming along? Have you got any? Horses?
I think there are some really good young ones. I have 2 now that are on Grand Prix level as well, but they are 9 years old, okay. So they don't have the routine like Damie, but they are really doing good movements, and I've shown them on smaller shows, and so I hope that they come up. And then I have 2 daughters from Damie.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Damon's Divine and Damon's de l'Orange.
Yeah.
They were both Bundes champion and second at the World Championships.
Wow.
And I think they are really, really high quality and a really good perspective. And
what age are they?
7 and 6.
6, okay. What, out of the same mare or?
Yeah, full sisters.
Oh, full sisters.
And there's another full brother.
Wow.
He was a Bundes champion as well. And the daughter from the owners, from the family Becks, Jill Becks, is riding him and showed him this year on the Bundeschampionat. And yeah, it's a great family.
How very
horses.
Well, that's tremendously exciting.
Yeah.
And I would say that's quite unusual.
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah.
They all have been on the World Championship and Bundes champions, and yeah, it's
fantastic.
Really incredible.
Well, we must let you go because you're here to defend or to start your defence of your world title. The very best of luck from all of us on FEI TV. We'll be following you throughout the series, and good luck to you and to Damie.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Helen. Thanks for joining us.